There is a great lack of trust within this region and on the Korean Peninsula, and against or with that background of lack of trust, there are still numerous proposals that are being made for use of the DMZ or for development proposals made by the ROK towards the DPRK. What we would be saying is take a step back and recognize that all of us depend on the natural resource base. We already also have a common shared language in the Sustainable Development Goals and also in the text of the Conservation Conventions, Ramsar and CBD. The world is facing terrible challenges of climate crisis and biodiversity crisis. If we see these as a focus for much of the actions that take place between the ROK and DPRK going forward, this will be beneficial to people in both nations and can be very important in trust building. So to be more specific, the ROK has much greater economic and technical capacity than the DPRK. We also have the CZZ, civilian control line south of the DMZ. I think it would be really wonderful if the ROK used its capacity to buy up large areas of the CZZ or to subsidize farmers to find ways to grow rice more sustainably in ways that help head off the climate crisis and also conserve biodiversity. Through these kinds of sustainable development projects, the knowledge gained from them can then be exported directly to the DPRK so that they can then make decisions also working towards the same sustainable development goals. These are goals set by the United Nations. They are there to unite us. So I think a focus on them can help us because these goals include also peace. They also include justice. They include zero poverty, increased access to food, include many of the rights and values that democracies recognize and value greatly. So if we emphasize on these and we look at development projects through the lens of sustainable development goals, then we can find common ground, build trust, and provide the DPRK with the tools they need to rejoin the international community.